It's the
Calls ORZHOV Stip. Okay. So there's a few cards here that could work, right? There's a couple fetches, there's Reprieve, there's Triome. I'm usually not a big fan of, like, taking mana early, but if you're forcing a color, it's a little different, right? If you're forcing a thing. All that said, I think Yawgmoth's better than taking a duel. Pretty good card in black-white, Gonna make good use of our shitters. Better than Entomb. Flash? Strong disagree. With Flash, you need to have both cards in your hand. That's so much worse than Entomb. Entomb is like 2 cards in the Reanimator deck. It's like, it like tutors the fatty to your hand and has a card to bin it. We'll speak of the Entomb, I guess Reanimator's not technically off Stip. As long as we work white in there somehow. Yeah, I'm not even sure that's necessarily true, Melodic Miner. Reanimator has gotten a lot better over the years. If you go back to, like, the GP Hulk Flash lists, and, like, just, like, imagine playing them in current Legacy. Little oops all Spellzine. Hey, it's my fetch land. Yeah, that reason is antiquated, Melodic Miner. In Legacy, I believe. I'm not saying that Flash isn't good, but I think if they unbanned it in Legacy, it'd be fine. And I don't think it would take up more of a meta share than current Reanimator does. Is what I'm telling you now. You can disagree with that, but you're not gonna, like, convince me otherwise without, like, a lot of games tested. Yeah, that wouldn't even be legal right now, right, Sweegle? Because Top's not around. That was a pretty cool version of the deck. Wasn't Gadiel main decking, like, Peak or something? And then everybody was playing these terrible, like, tutor the top of your library tutors. Yeah, it's Caracas here. Caracas is pretty fucked up. What deck did I play that GP? I played Suicide Black. With main deck Leylines. I didn't play against Flash in the GP. I scrubbed out to random things. A couple Suicide Black decks did top 8, though. Wasn't, like, the worst pick for that tournament. Some really nice options here, Now I gotta decide how serious I am about this Entomb. Ashen Rider is kind of cool because we could cast it at a certain point. Wandering Emperor is pretty good, but we already have a couple 4s, you know what I mean? I think that's what's leading me towards the Ashen Rider, is we already have 2 4s here. Yeah, Exhume is not the reanimation spell I want with what I've got here so far. I was kind of hoping for, you know, value cards like Animate Dead, Necromancy are the ideal ones for what we're going for. Kind of something a little more value mid-rangey. I'm going to take the Dam, actually. Sort of Neo Bubbles. You can, like, look up lists from the GP top 8. Mine was different. My list was worse, but I'll give you an example. Yeah, Hulk Flash got a whopping 3 decks in the top 8. With 2 Suicide Black decks, a Fish deck, a Threshold, and Goblins. Goblins made the finals. Fucking unbeatable, This is like an idea of what was top 8ing GPs at the time of the Hulk Flash dominance. Serum Powders in the sideboard to find Leyline of the Void more often. We got literal Hypnotic Specters in here. I was also playing Plague Sliver. Plague Sliver was kind of cute versus the Sliver deck at the time, Meat Hooks. It was like an actual actual deck that people played, unironically. Because you'd play it and all their slivers would drain them. I actually played against Meat Hooks in a side event with my version of the deck. And I like Dark Ritualed out Plague Sliver on turn 2, and I felt like such a god. And then they just killed me. They're like, alright, I take like 4, attack you for a bunch. 5/5 for 4, a little better than that, Korthian. Because slivers, the buffs on slivers are all both players, right? So if they play pump slivers, your plague sliver's pumped. If they play a wing sliver, your sliver has flying, you know? Hey, that's what we were kind of hoping for with the Yawgmoth pickup. But anyway, hopefully that gives you like a brief glimpse of why I'm skeptical that Flash would be too good today. Oh, Thoughtseize is really good. Like, people aren't main decking Sarcomancy anymore, you know? Format's a little stronger, a little more powerful. Recurring Nightmare. Wouldn't hate a Recurring Nightmare. This is interesting, huh? Because we have Death for reanimation, but Blade Splice is pretty strong. I'm gonna take the Death. Yeah, I would not hate a Skull Clamp. Absolutely melodic. I'll grant you that as well. Is Counterbalance top fine to let loose in Legacy? I mean, I don't think Counterbalance top would dominate Legacy. But, like, it sure was miserable, right? I feel like a lot of the reason that top got banned was because it did make tournaments miserable. Last deck went 2-1. Oh my god, Ozzy looks so young. A baby Ozzy. Definitely not a Shallow Grave deck, huh? Give me that Paragon. About as old as those Legacy decks, yeah, right? Could be a good Call of the Ring deck. I don't hate the touch. Call of the Ring could give me a loot effect for the reanimation sub-theme, too. Nice, the Clearing Wheel. White-black Sludge. Doo-boo-boo. The Blade Splicer Wheel. Hell yeah, Korthian. So if the Soul Ring wasn't here, I'd be grabbing Animate Dead. However, there's a Soul Ring here. 2-black playable. Close. Very close here. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Drinker of Sorrow. Thanks to the Sob. Thanks to 84 months. We griefing? I think we're griefing. A little better than Duress here. Because of the Death. That Death card. I actually wouldn't hate if our Talisman wheeled. Turn 1 play off the Soul Ring. Let's play a 4-drop on 2 pretty cleanly. Yeah, Reanimate would be good here, but we already have Death. I would actually prefer, like, the Animate Dead to wheel or Necromancy. Spells that cost us a little less life. Wouldn't hate more fixing, too, huh? Trying to decide if I like this Iona or not. It's a little narrow, right, Iona? A little more narrow than Ashen Rider. I might just rot in the sideboard. I guess that's fine. We'll face a combo deck. Just a way to, like, lock them out. So we do have a Soul Ring for Saga, but we only have a Soul Ring. I think I like the Heath better. I keep losing to Custody Lich. Hard to pass up on Giver of Runes, huh? I'm gonna do it, though. Fucking A, huh? Fucking A. Yeah, Elish, Voidwalker, Skyclave, and Courtyard are all options. Kind of feeling the Courtyard. They're all gas, you know? They're all gas cards. You look over our mana costs, though. Terrifying stuff. I don't like any of these cards. I'm gonna throw a Sash in the sideboard. God, it's such a late Fable. Oh, let's take Vindicate. I don't know why I didn't notice Vindicate the first time around. Sleeper's really good. Sleeper's been like a sleeper pick for me. But it's been, you know, I've liked it against aggro and control and levels up, draws cards. Maybe we need less with Yogg here. Jadar's another card that like just kind of combos with Yogg, but I think our Yogg is already covered. I'm gonna take this Talisman. And then, yeah, we're gonna need a Cutter too. We're more likely to need Sword of Fire and Ice or a Baneslayer. I'm gonna grab the Baneslayer. I almost like the Spectral. Pile of Bods for Yogg. Might just cut the Reanimation sub-theme. I don't think I actually want to draw Entomb very often, And then we just have a deck. Hey, JS, cheers. 6 to 17 months. Could still play Death. Could still just run it. Solitude and Grief. Both pretty sexy to reanimate. What would you cut for the Death, then? You know what? I'm going to run a commercial while I go think about that. Cheers got to play Reed Duke at the pre-release today, which is kind of cool. Nice. I've always had good interactions with Reed Duke, playing him at various tournaments and such. Cool folk. Also, a regular attendee of the Cube for Charity that we have in December every year. Anyway, I'll be right back. Time for a piddle break. Yeah, I like the idea of including Death. Because we have Grief and Solitude here. Just not sure where the cut is. Selfless Spirit, maybe? We just don't have that many early creatures. Maybe Paragon. Paragon's good, though. I mean, they're all good cards. Oh, maybe Infernal Grasp. So this is currently weighted towards white because of the Karakas. I think I want to invert towards black for the turn 2 him to Turok. Yeah, chitters. Happy birthday to you, Briblek. This curve? Yeah, what else do you need, right? The slow discard. Maybe I should have played Silent Clearing here. Right now they can destroy my swamp, then I'm further away. I don't think they're going to destroy a swamp, though. I think we have enough pressure that they want to kill either Call or the student. Yeah, they might not even reanimate this turn, huh? Some regrets. Forgot I was getting loot there for a sec. This is kind of hard, Here, Blade holds dope here, but Sarah Paragon rebuys the Soul Ring, which is kind of sick. It just kind of like undoes the Woodfall Primus. Top, right? Kind of surprised I didn't save this for next turn. Knowing that I've got a Hero Blade hold on top of my library. Is the hero good enough? Let's find out. Bad sign. Giving me Recurring Nightmare vibes. This attack. Baleful Mastery. Okay. Would have been terrifying if I had to take the Elishnoran. Just hope they don't rip. One Lion Slash, please. What do I cut for this? Selfless Spirit? Yeah, get that out of here. Probably want this Relic Warder too, Although, I mean, if they very specifically Necromancy Ashen Rider again, then Relic Warder hitting the Necromancy means that the Ashen Rider can then kill the Relic Warder, and the Necromancy will come back into play. And they'll get to blow up 2 more things. The Necromancy had non-Ashen Rider, though. It's probably fine. Seems good. It seems terrible. I'm like talking myself out of this Relic Warder. Yeah, it should probably be in. We have other stuff. We got like Vindicate and stuff. Give me them thoughts. This ain't just got way better, home. I think I want this Frantic Search. Unfortunate. Will they lose all their mana crypt flips? Then we are winning the race. I don't know how likely that is. Oh, interesting. Maybe cycling here is wrong. I'm taking a lot of damage. If I play the Triome and then fetch a basic, take a few less. Hey, Bogart 1. It's the 16 months there. A little low, huh? A little low to speed. Taking extra hits. It was nice. This would be to do it end of turn. If we hadn't him to the snap, we wouldn't be doing this. Because then they could snap the grief back. Very tempting to death back this Solitude, but I'm not gonna be that greedy. I should also stop playing out extra lands, huh? Since I'm gonna be looting here. I kind of missed that I would have lethal this turn if I reanimated the Solitude. Might have lethal this turn anyway. We hit them once. We hit them once. One hit with a souped up grief. Never seen a magic card I liked. I'm gonna grief hit here pitching Yogg. If my opponent's turn 1 Imperial Ceiling, it's probably not a Yogg matchup. Was Yogg better than Call the Ring? I don't know. I am going to take this Putrid Imp. Because they just Imperial Sealed. I think what's going to happen is they're going to duress me and then reanimate my grief, and I'm going to be very sad. I think that's what's happening here. That's not a good place. Not a good place to be. I'm a good guesser. You gotta admit, this is better than being Archon on turn 2. Not a lot better, but, you know, a little better. It is Leovold, yeah, exactly. Some real boomer shit. Can they just die to this? Can this just win now? Okay, okay. Still winning the race. Kind of looks like I got lethal next turn, opponent. And they burned the reanimate. Nice. Nice. If I had not griefed on turn 1, super dead there. Yeah, I think Solitude's gonna be one of my better cards. Considering if I want Infernal Grasp over one of these things. Spellbinder or something. Yeah, Hero Blade Hold's still good enough. In the cube I'm putting together, I added Lightning Greaves too, so it's gonna be even better. Only thing better than Hero Blade Hold is Hasty Shroud Hero Blade Hold. I think I've been in Grasp. Oh yeah, my name's Private. Bone Shards? Yeah, I don't know. Right, Microman? Yeah, pre-releases are, the excitement's infectious. Everyone's, like, kind of on the same page. Excuse me. Death does only work on our own graveyard, yeah. Yeah, the Exile clause on Solitude's pretty real, huh? We can imprint Grizzlebrand so we can Toxic here. So I was saving this because I was a little bit worried about an Archon reanimation spell off the top, a reanimation spell for Archon. So I wanted to save the death for Solitude, but now we've drawn a backup removal spell in Murderous Rider. Not gonna reanimate the Paragon, then use the Paragon to reanimate the Blade Splicer. And then if they reanimated Archon here, we have the Thoughtseize to bin. Could untap Murderous Rider, you know? Yeah, casting the Grief doesn't improve my clock at all. But it would mean that I wouldn't have a card for this Murderous Rider. Not the best time to draw Thoughtseize. It did prevent me from losing to, like, EOT Shallow Grave, I guess. Well, that would just get back Prowler. Yeah, that wouldn't even do anything. Yeah, I probably just shouldn't have played it. The Imperial Seal. I think they're just going to get a reanimation spell for the Archon. What up? Hey, Joe the Thumb. Thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 64 months. No, see, Seraphim. You have to become the Monarch. If you're already the Monarch, you can't become the Monarch. Well, I kept this on the draw. Yeah. This hand sucks on the player of the draw. It doesn't matter. It's not impacted. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. I might chill on Thoughtseize. I'll play it this turn before I'm hardcasting Grief. I'm going to take the Grist, so if they could rip a green source, they can't just Grist me. Yeah, tempting to take the Steve there and cut them off of white mana. You can do that now. Actually, I'm going to take the Crop Rotation. Maybe. Hey, J2 Sizzle, thanks for the sub, thanks for 41 months. I get the Sarah Paragon down. One, it's an evasive hitter. And then it also like makes the Gen look a lot worse. The Stip from last night did 3-0, yeah. I guess I could have killed the Delighted Halfling instead of the Arbor Elf. I think this shit's tempting. So there's like a chance that we could just cast Elishnorn if you draw it naturally, and we're already running the death. Basically, it becomes like a Splinter Twin situation. My issue with it is that if you draw the Entomb without the death, it's just kind of like drawing a dead card, you know? I think some of our mid-range stuff kind of sucks here, though. Something like that, maybe. The Yogg gets a lot worse. Still good with Ophiomancer and Splicer. Maybe Custody Lich is bad. What if Call the Ring's too slow here? I like that. I like that. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Grants. Let's keep Might Be Loose on the draw, knowing the matchup. Not looking forward to getting Mind Twisted or whatever. They are indeed off to a much better start this time around. No second land, though. Yeah, you can get one of them damn cards, Nice little Sweeperino. Is Vindicating Hierarch better there? It's much worse if I draw a Dam himself. It's also worse if they toot up over Fellows, huh? Oh, man. Sign Clearing was the card I hoped I discarded. That's alright. We can play it, Sag. Replay it. So the Natural is a little less scary without Crater Hoof. I don't know how much less scary. Maybe I'm supposed to just make Crater Hoof cost 2 more. They're not that far away from it, you know? Like, just a single forest here brings them up to 7 mana. And it's pretty iffy. Ran for Cradle, play Cradle off the top. That'd be cute. The Vamped for Grist? Great. Yeah, much more upset about my draws here than my than my hand getting Mind Twisted. I ran out the Paragon in case I got Mind Twisted. That played out well. I'm having a great day, Dakarai. Hopefully you are too. Ooh, Hexdrinker's a good clock. Linking 3 down to 14 here. Oh, but they just activated the Hexdrinker, or they just activated the Horizon. They're dead in 2 hits now. This fucking Dead Entomb. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Alishnorn would be a good draw here, though, I'm going to attack them. I'm going to attack them over the Grist. And see if that wins. I think it's my best chance to win here. Hell yeah. Yeah, they don't tap that Horizon land there. I clear the Grist instead, because then the Grist is threatening to clear the Spellbinder in 2 turns. I'll get a natural order for a Courser and try and play a land off the top. Is that the plan? They did, and they hit. Oh my god. Yes, they needed an untapped land that didn't pain them to cast the natural order without losing a life. And then they needed to have a land on the top post-natural order, post-shuffle, in order to not die here. Oh, they sacked the Hexdrinker, though. They could have sacked an Insect token. I think we just grab a land here, Alright, come on, Alishnorn. Come on. Yeah, I gotta clear the Grist now. Fuck, Oh, they were saving a Grist activation in case there wasn't a land on top. Good call. Yeah, the extra look might have been really key. Valid stuff. So they're currently at 7 mana. We know the best card in hand. We should know it, right? Because it was revealed to Oracle. The Great Hoof got exiled. Yeah, it's none of these cards. Maybe it was earlier than the Oracle. Oh, it's Utopia Sprawl, right. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna hold my Infernal Grasp until they draw step. Usually it's actually worse to give them info, because they have more control over the top of their library. And they kind of have that with the Horizon Canopy here, but we know that they don't have any shuffle effects. Oh yeah, we're gonna see the top of their library anyway, because they've got Courser and Oracle. I can't remove both. Yeah, we might as well wait until they draw then. That forest gets them mighty close to a Crater Hoof. I think I gotta kill Rafellos here. It's a little awkward, because, like, this Courser is just gonna race me with the Oracle. But, like, this forest already puts them to 9 mana. So if there's another land under this forest, I just lose. Is kind of how it goes. Yeah, like, another land means that I'm, like, losing the race on board with Courser here. But another land already meant that I was dying to Crater Hoof, so might as well. Yeah, them cracking the Horizon Canopy there is actually really good for me, Alright, Alishnorn off the top now. Wow. Wow. So if I killed the Rafellos at a different time, they would have been able to play the land off the top of the library and then crack Horizon Canopy to play the birds. I guess we could have discarded the Collective Brutality because we had a land here, but still wild. Hell yeah. Black-white mids, taking it down, taking it down.